from a Cabo trip. Welcome, bout betters. Let's see if I am broadcasting and if the sound is working. Check the sound. Check the sound. Come on. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. I don't think I have. There is one viewer. I can't see any of the. Oh, wait. There we go. So I could actually check the sound here real quick, guys. Today we're going to be doing. Let me see before I go and talk. Da, 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 da. Da, da. Come on, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yo, Joey, what's going on? Welcome, bout betters. What's going on, guys? Man, I did a little research. Joey, I like your Castaneda pick. I think that's a good one. Do I got any sound coming on? Let me see here. Let me check the sound. I mean, that I watched the Castaneda with versus Miles Johns, and awesome. I got some volume, so I'm going to flip. Well, while all right, let me, I have the chat there. All right, awesome. So I could actually see this. Cabo was good. I caught a couple waves. Ended up being expensive because for a trip where I'm not surfing very well. And a lot of that is because I do drink a lot of this beer here, a little bit of that Fireball. So that comes into play. But, man, the food is still friggin' excellent there. I ate this fucking whole big octopus, which was fucking just... I wanted more. Last night I was like, I want another one of those fucking big octopuses, like right now. I want some more octopus, which was really funny. But yeah, I ate some good food, went to different places. I was in San Jose de Cabo, Joey, which is a lot different. It's not as sort of party focused. It's more traditional. The town there is beautiful. It's more, you could actually walk around the streets there. Whereas in Cabo San Lucas, Joey, we went into that zone that was sort of dangerous, like you didn't want to walk over there. San Jose del Cabo doesn't have that. It's more colonial. The streets are lit up. They have like beautiful lighting everywhere. And in fact, I think what you don't realize, or we didn't realize, most tourists don't realize, is that a lot of those photos of the town of Cabo, of the things that are really cool about Cabo, those photos are actually in San Jose del Cabo and not in Cabo San Lucas. So it's on the other town that's closer to the airport. So that's where I was in San Jose del Cabo. And man, it was fabulous. I'm going to stay there more in the future because I don't really need to go to those clubs. They have like little more eatery places and like supper clubs in San Jose del Cabo. And yes, they have clubs, but it's not the same. It's more like just my Morris style. I'm an older person. I don't really need the clubs. So I'm going to always try to stay on that side. And there are like 3 hotels over there, dude, that are just fabulous. I was next to one of the Hyatts, which was beautiful. And there were 2 other ones right there on that strip that are just, I think, fabulous for me. I think we'll go, if we stay, we'll go there. But I'm going to have this, this is a $6 Rocky Patel, the Edge Sumatran cigar. It was only $6. I'm looking for like that everyday kind of smoke. Let me get oh man, this thing smells really good. I like Sumatran. And we're doing the Spiteful Brewing Bleacher Bum. You guys don't know about that Bleacher Bum. That's me. That's that Chicago style right there, guys. Straight up Chicago beer. What's up, everybody? Welcome, bout betters. What's going on? Let me hook up this here. Boo-doo-doo-doo-doom. Glad you guys joined the stream. You guys are probably working. Boom, 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 boom. Throw some light on myself. Do-do-do-do. We can stay out here for a while now. What's up, folks? What's going on? Welcome, bout betters. You see I got a little tan? I got a little tan? Got a little sun? I look a little orange, like our orange Jesus, Oh, it looks like a little piece of dookie. I really like this Sumatran. It's not a Maduro. That's just the actual wrapper from Sumatra. Look at how dark that is. Fabulous scents. Oh shit. It's Gotta stretch more. It's good. This has got a richness to it. Not a lot of oil off the bat. A lot of strong earth tones. Not a lot of spice. Not a lot of spice, guys, at all. Let's see how the bleacher rum looks. Let's see how that bleacher rum looks. That looks pretty good. That looks pretty good, the bleacher rum. We got bleacher rum right on here. Ooh, shit. Forgot about that. Sometimes sitting with this thing is not always comfortable. It's an adult channel, guys. An adult content channel here. I've started with the goose. I just couldn't wait. I was pre-gaming here. You know, doing a little pre-gaming. Couldn't get the computer started, but I still want a new board. I rented a board. I learned some things about the traveling to Cabo that, you know, I went lighter this time, and I could have even went even further lighter. Like I could have just went straight to the beach, not worried about some of my timing at the hotel. And so now everybody dropped off. I don't even got Joey and these other guys over here. So where are you guys at? Who's still left in here? Who's still left, guys? Whoa. That's peachy. That smells peachy. What's up there, Rio? Come on, come on up. Come on. I think my dog wants a little bit of the beer. He's interested. Yeah, see, look at. See, he's like, yo, let me get a sip, guys. Let me get a sip. I'm about betting too. You know, I'd be about that life. Come on, man. Help her brother. Help a dog out. Get rid of that dog life. Let's see how he likes it. Come over here. Go down. Go down, buddy. There you go. A little sip. He gets a little sip. Little sippy there. He on the sip and smoke too. You know what I mean? He's on the sip and smoke too, guys. So what's going on? What do you guys think of this week's card? I think it's a good betting card. I think that some of the favorites are like obvious favorites. I think there's some really good parlays here. I think there's some decent dogs here. You know, like, you know, the first fight, I believe the first fight is Guido Canetti versus Randy Costa. I think Randy Costa is way overvalued here. I get it. Guido Canetti is like something like 43 years old, but Costa gets hit a ton, and he got rocked by that guy who was an older veteran himself. He lost to another guy who was like he was supposed to beat. There was an old guy where he was a big favorite, and he got his ass. He gassed himself. I mean, Randy Costa, he's got 100% finish rate. He's a finisher or B finish kind of guy, but you know, in this situation, it's definitely. You know, I believe he's Argentinian. Guido Canetti has like knockout power. So I haven't bet it yet, but I looked at the fight. You know, let's look at the method here. I think it's either going to be, I don't think Costa's going to knock this guy out, although they expect him to do that. I mean, yes, Guido Canetti, he does gas. He's picked at by TKO at -155. I don't trust Randy Costa in this instance. I don't think he's a parlay phalanx or a solid parlay leg. I would avoid him. I think this is a dogger pass situation where you're getting +550 on Guido Canetti by TKO, and I think that there is some, that is his win condition. I think that that not necessarily there's value there, but it's something that I might sprinkle. I might hit that. For like just a $20 bet. I do make lately I'm still doing the same thing, guys, but it's okay. A $20 bet nets you $110, and I know it's a long shot. I played these long shots. I keep doing it. I lose a little bit. Hey, but it's $20. We're talking lunch money here. And in Mexico, not even lunch money. Actually, yeah, not even lunch money. One thing about Cabo, it's expensive, but what you get for, you know, your money and your dollar is just super quality, high quality food. Noah Allen, what did he say? What is Noah Allen yesterday? Yeah. You know, I wouldn't parlay Costa. Yeah, do not parlay Costa. He's too dangerous. You know, again, he's a finish or be finished type of fighter. And let's see, like, some of his statistics here. Both guys are like almost 500, I believe, in the UFC. You know, right? You know, Costa has faced. I don't even say he's got less experience both in MMA and in the UFC. And I think Canetti might have actually has a slightly stronger strength of schedule, but not by much. The big fault, again, where I'm going to keep always coming back to with Randy Costa is he gets hit a ton, right? He I think accepts something like 7 or 8 strikes per minute at distance, which is going to be dangerous with Canetti, because Guido Canetti does have, in that first round, has like knockout power. He is 43. Yeah, let's see here. He's 43 years old. Costa's going to have a reach advantage, a slight height advantage. Guido Canetti's 9-7, while Costa's 6-3. Yeah, in the UFC, Guido Canetti is 3-5, where Costa is 2-3. Their UFC records are not spectacular. In the past 3 years, haven't been great. You know, Costa's fight. You know, I think this fight ends in distance, and that not to go the distance is -455. So everyone agrees with that. I wouldn't even bet necessarily that, but I think it's dog here, dog by TKO or pass. I agree with Noah Allen. Do not parlay Costa, especially at that price tag. Get the hell out of here. Like -315. What have people done? You know, I don't think it's the money line. I think people have been pumping him into parlays, which I think you're going to get burned. Yes, Randy Costa, all of his fights end in distance. He doesn't have really stronger metrics than you know, a lot of Guido Canetti. Guido Canetti's 1/3 of his fights end in a TKO. Costa's 100%. All of them are at a KO. But look at Costa's lost by TKO 67% of his fights, whereas Canetti's lost only 20% of his fights. So Canetti's method of losing is 60% by submission, but that's not Costa's game, right? Costa's 33%. Again, the strength of schedule is both nominal. It's like a toss-up who they spent on, but it's really the striking. Yes, Costa's more active at 9 strikes per minute at distance. And his knockdown rate is a lot better than Canetti, but his accuracy, they're about equal. I think Canetti has a slightly better accuracy. It's really the strikes absorbed that scares me and that wants me to lead on Canetti by TKO or grabbing this victory or just on the money line, because Costa gets hit at 7.54 strikes per minute. That's a lot, man. And Guido Canetti is three strikes per minute. Their striking defense is really, both of them are pretty bad. 60% for Canetti, 66% for Randy Costa. So I don't think this is going to be a grappling game. I don't think there's a need to discuss a lot of grappling. I don't think that's Costa's sort of modus operandi, nor Guido Canetti. I think it's going to be a very exciting fight. They're offering us an over and under of 1.5 rounds. I think that over 1.5 might be a stab at +150. Both guys are going to gas, but let's see how their chins hold up and who wilts. I think that over 1.5 might be something to chase. The under 1.5 is -205. Vegas expects this to end violently and end soon. So buyer beware on that particular bout. I'm going to stay off of it. I don't think I trust Canetti to get that TKO, although I like that number. I'm not going to chase it. Let's see how this peach beer is. Yep. So it's I think I still have a little of the goose there. I need something to like clean my palate. Does it have more, something else? It's a peach blonde ale, but it has a little citrus to it, which is odd. Yeah, it's a light peach. I like that. The peach isn't overwhelming. It still has a very hoppy finish. It could be that the goose that I have is still lingering in the back of my palate. So that's to be said here. I'm still alive, guys. I'm still to be said here. Yep, I'm still there. I think a lot of people are playing No Allen that this ends in that round one. If we look at the round one prop, which, ooh man, I'm hit or miss with some of those round props. I mean, I've been saved by them, but let's look at the round. Either just a winner in round, and if you look, I can't look right now, but yeah, winner in round one is minus 155. Round two is plus 420. I like that. I like the winning round being in round two, right? I know both these guys are going to come out hot, but I like that round two prop at plus 420, and that's something that might want to chase, right? Because I think that it does go into round two, but even I'm not certain late or early. And if I could just take that, I'll take that rather than place the under 1.5. Or, I'm sorry, the over 1.5. I think it's just better to take the round two prop rather than the over 1.5 at plus 420, rather than the over 1.5 at plus 150. So I think that's a better number, and we're chasing there. But again, I would not parlay. I wouldn't bet on. Welcome. What's up, Victor? How are you doing, brother? Victor. I haven't seen Victor in a while. Hopefully you're doing well. I haven't seen you at work very much, which is surprising. Maybe you're traveling. Rivers has the second fight being Brendan Allen versus Krzysztof Jotko, and right out the bat, guys. I mean, I'm a love-hate guy of Brendan Allen. I think Brendan Allen, he's one of those fighters that's fallen in love with his hands when he actually has a good fucking jiu-jitsu game and he can grapple, and he's just trying to fall in love with his hands. He's got a personality that I'm not really with at this point. I think his grappling upside will give him an easy victory, even if he's just laying and praying. You know, Allen is younger. He has a slightly smaller reach. He's taller. He's got a better. They have a very similar record. Jotko is 11-5 in the UFC, where Brendan Allen is 7-2. Allen's 67% of his fights end in distance. So I think this is another one that, you know, it's at over 1.5 minus 360. The under 1.5 is plus 250. Not to go the distance is plus 123. Those might be something to chase. All of Brendan Allen's losses are by knockout, and if you look at Jotko, he's been submitted before. He has been knocked out before. Jotko is the more experienced fighter by far, or has a better strength of schedule by far. Neither guy's, like, in terms of their opponents, is fantastic. Striking wise, they both strike at distance, and Allen's the actual busier striker. Again, too much striking in my opinion. The guy should be grappling more. Allen's got better accuracy, and to be honest or straightforward, I've already placed a half a unit on Brendan Allen. I had him at a bigger dog. I hate it. I had him a bigger dog. I got him at plus 120, and I did get him at plus 120, and I threw a half a unit on him at plus 120, and I might chase him for another half a unit because he's still a dog at this point. I think he should be the favorite here. I think that he has the huge grappling advantage. He's got better accurate. Well, actually, Jocko's more accurate in terms of his striking, but he does tire. Jocko does have some a lot more takedowns than Brendan Allen. Allen should grapple this out. He has a slightly better takedown accuracy. Jocko does actually take down people a little bit more, but the submission attempts on Allen is just 7-1 compared to 1-4. The problem is that Allen doesn't try to control people. Jocko's faced more takedown attempts. Jocko has better takedown defense, but I think that Allen still, in my opinion, has the better submission grappling here. I wouldn't say that he's going to submit Jocko, but he should use his grappling to try to take down and keep Jocko there. I think this goes the distance, and it's like -162 to go the distance. I grabbed Brendan Allen on the money line. He's now at +104. I think that's the way to go. You could maybe do a fight parlay where, let's see, Allen to win and over 1.5, that's +160. I don't think that's great. Allen to win and over 2.5 is +230. What's just Allen by decision, which is risky. Like Allen by decision is +300, and him by the submission is +575. That's just because Jocko can grapple. But man, I really wish Allen would. I hope that he combines his takedowns with this, gets some takedowns, and doesn't keep this as a striking affair, because Jocko's pretty good on the feet, and Allen's got some weaknesses. His chin isn't fantastic of late. He's at risk of losing this, but I think I'm on Brendan Allen in this. I think that he can mix it up a little bit better. He I think has the better submission upside, the better ability to maybe make this or be more better at controlling or getting something in a scramble or getting a favorable position in scrambling, utilizing his grappling. So I'm on Brendan Allen. I bet again half unit on it. I might go a little greater on it, but I just threw a half unit on it. I didn't do anything like drastic, and I haven't yet. I haven't done a max bet on any of these. I think I might tomorrow. I might do a couple of units here and there on some other particular fighters. I don't think it's going to be on Brendan Allen, because this is going to be another entertaining fight. I think this is a very entertaining card. Altogether, this is going to be extremely entertaining. John Castaneda and Daniel Santos. It looks like John Castaneda, a lot of juice is coming in on him. The over 1.5 -345, under is -245. He has to go the distance is -money, so they're expecting a decision here. And I think that's because Castaneda is like very patient fighter. He switches stances. He's very tough. I like Castaneda in this. I like that fight that I saw him with Miles Johns. I think that he really can control this, win points. Him by decision is +165. I think I might just cover the juice. It's at -186, and I may put a unit, and I may put in. I don't normally like to do that. I think either parlaying him with somebody or throwing 2 units on it to win you a unit 8. It might be the play. I think he has a significant advantage all the way around. Good defense, super tough guy, Castaneda. Let's see here with Castaneda. Any questions in the chat, guys? How's your week been? What are some of your plays? Some of the things you're doing? I know I'm coming close to Ranj and those guys doing their thing. I was out here a while, fucking with Castaneda. Like, there's a age difference. Castaneda, that reach advantage, 71 inches, even though he's shorter. He's got a lot more experience. He's got 2 fights in the UFC where Daniel Santos has lost in the UFC. This goes the distance. 67% of Castaneda's fight end in distance, with none of them ending for Santos. He's got the better XR number, the better XR percentage. But 50% of his wins are by knockout, 50 by submission. The strength of schedule is on Castaneda. the opponent record. He has the, again, spends more time at distance. He's slightly more active as a striker. I think his defense is really good. He has more knockdown, so he's got some power, so he could actually knock Santos out. He absorbs less than Santos. So Santos is at 9 strikes per minute compared to Castaneda at 6. So I think covering the chalk may be the play here. I mean, Santos is going to want to get this into a grappling affair, even though he has no takedown ability. And Santos has 100% takedown defense, where Castaneda has only 60%. But he's faced more takedowns in the UFC. Again, I'm not firm, and I think Santos has a slight, some wrestling background. So I think John Castaneda here, John Castaneda may pull off the TKO here at plus 410. He's got power. He's just so patient. Castaneda win by decision plus 165. Guys, I think maybe covering the money line on Castaneda or parlaying him with another fighter, and I will tell you maybe who I feel that might be. It definitely isn't Maxime Grisham versus Philippe Lins. I'm avoiding this fight. I haven't even started the fucking cigar, guys. I started a little beer here. I haven't even tasted the cigar. Sumatran, the Rocky Patel Sumatran. Let's get it going. Let's get this going. Come on. And you see I'm lighting this, I'm rolling the cigar. Oh, that smells good, that cedar. Wow, that's nice. For a $6 smoke, very nice. Little spicy finish there. Stronger tones, as I mentioned before. Oh, that's a nice, that middle part, it's floral. It seems a little young, but it has this nice green pistachio, not pistachio, but that is nice. Really nice. Oh, Victor quit. Oh, wow. Victor, hopefully you're doing something cool, something different that you like or maybe enjoy a little better. I think it was an easy job, as you already knew that it was an easy job, but maybe you found you went on the better pastures and you're doing something cooler and better with that's better for your life and your career. Because there are definitely things that you can do that will make you money and that will make you happier, without a doubt. So, wish you the best, Victor. Sorry you are gone, but I'm certain you're a hardworking guy. I'm certain you're valuable somewhere else, and you're going to be able to do something that is meaningful and that makes you more happy. I'm really liking the cigar. It has the spice finish is so light, and it has that really strong earth tone, and it almost seems more like a habanero. I love Sumatran wrappers. This is another cigar. The oils are not there right now, and it doesn't leave a lot of oil residue on it. I don't know if it's because it wasn't humidified or it was a little dry or it's been in the cellar for a long time. I could tell when you see this, you can't tell it has this brown tint on the cellophane, which means it was in the cellophane for a little too long, and it lost a little bit of its flavor because of that. This would have been a cigar you buy, you get it fresh, you take it out of the cellos, you sit on this, and I think this it'll have this like subtle sweet texture to it. This is a good value everyday cigar. The Rocky Patel, the Edge, it's a Sumatran, the original Edge, Rocky Patel. I like that it has the Rocky Patel name on the inside. It says the Edge again. I like that. That's a pretty nice touch in terms of the band. But for $6, this is like could be like one of those gems that you find for like $6, and it's one of those, another one that you give the people, like you sit on it for a year or two, you give it to them, and they'll be like, wow, is this a Cuban? What is this? Wow, it's so good. And it's just a $6 cigar. This is we talk about value in betting. This is a value, I think, of buying in a cigar already, as is, very smokable, as for an everyday smoke. But if you even saved it or sat on it and aged it, still fantastic. It is a little green, but I don't mind that. For a Sumatran cigar to have that greenish, like a nice subtle sweet, almost plantainish finish, to have that is tremendous. This is a very, very good cigar. Right out the gate, I'm going to give it an 8. I'm going to start with an 8, and it could only get better. There's just no way. This is a good cigar. It has the elements that I enjoy. Extremely good, robust bouquet, but yet soft. I mean, it's robust in that it has a strong earth tones. It has a good, strong earth tone start to it, where you could taste the woods and the cedar. Has this mahogany-ish, earthy, just very strong earth sort of start, and that finish has this again, this little slightly sweet plantainish finish with a tint of spice. It's very good. This would have been good with the octopus that I ate the other night. I ate a whole big octopus and ate the whole fucking thing, man. I loved it. It was charbroiled. It was served with plantains. I told the chef, and that whoever decided to serve it with plantains, asparagus, carrot, and some zucchini, but whoever decided to serve it with plantains was an extremely nice touch, especially, and it was a softer plantains, which is not typical Mexican. It's more of a Puerto Rican, as well as some of the other Latin American countries love their soft or sweet plantains. There's two types of plantains. There's the sweet plantain, and then there's one that's it's more of like more of a typical banana or potato-ish sort of not really sweet. It's just more, it has this dull little sweetness, but it's more of a dull chip like taste. And you could buy these plantain chips at your local store. They're really yummy. Man, this is a good cigar, guys. Very, very impressed. But going back to the fights this weekend, yeah, Castaneda, I think, is a better betting or using him as a parlay key is going to be a lot better. This fight, a fight that I was very interested in, and you guys know I was very much a Borislav fan until he got annihilated or out wrestled and gassed in his last bout. He just couldn't stuff a takedown, and we saw that if the fight goes into round 2 or 3, Borislav can't do shit. If it goes past the second round or late into the third round, his striking ability. I mean, he's a master sport, strong guy. But this guy, Mike Davis, in his fight, was it Nathaniel Wood that he faced? He just super impressed me. More athletic. He was trying to wrestle, and he could grapple. You know, he's going to be slightly taller. He's going to have the height advantage. He's going to have the speed advantage by far. He's got a better professional record. He has more experience in the UFC. I think this, you know, his fights end in distance. He's got knockout power. He's got a better XR number, better XR percentage number. He's, you know, Borislav is a knockout, you know, or a first round or a round and a half, or that's it, right? Whereas I think Davis has just a better athletic skill set, better cardio. You know, we saw that in his fights. He has a stronger strength of schedule. And, you know, I think that he spends and moves better at distance, and he's going to have the advantage. And even though Borislav is the better technical striker, Davis has more striking skills, I think, more diverse set of it, and he's more active in his striking. You look, you know, of course, the power, Borislav has some power, but Davis is more accurate. I think he moves better. He's busier at that, at distance. His defense, they're equal at distance striking defense. But if Davis wants to take mix in the control, which I think he will do, he has a 31% of control rate of clinch and ground control. Borislav has no grappling whatsoever. And Davis has five takedowns in the UFC. His takedown accuracy is 45%. Borislav has 0. No takedown attempts at all. So, you know, and he's been controlled. He spent, you know, most of his fights, or the recent fight, he was being controlled almost the whole fight. I don't have the other statistics on that fight on how long he was controlled, but his Borislav's takedown defense is sloppy. He faces a lot of takedown, but Davis is a different beast. I think Davis is going to take this outright. I don't know if he can knock out Borislav. He has the power to definitely take him out. I don't think he could submit him, but man, that Davis by submission is plus 1,050. Him by TKO is plus 255. I think Mike Davis to parlay with Castaneda, you know, or just cover the chalk on Davis. Davis might be the guy. They're at minus 190, 186. Covering the chalk on either of them might be the play. Plus 136. You know, you could argue that maybe there's another more likely or stronger finisher here, or somebody that's a better parlay piece. And right out the bat, the argument would be Mackenzie Dern. I think Mackenzie Dern's going to win her bout. I think she may submit Xiaoning Yan, or still just hold her down if she doesn't get the submission. I think she's going to be able to do enough on the feet and get the takedown to control Xiaoning Yan, if not finish her. So I think that she would be. I'm not going to do the 3-piece on them, but if we put Castaneda, I like Mike Davis in this. Again, I was a Borislav fan. I like Mike Davis, and if we added, man, Mackenzie Dern, here I am with the friggin', man, just plus 230. You know, and if you do the round robins, you know, just the Trixie, we do like $100 Trixie. $100 wins you 148. Not horrible for the round robins. That might be the play. I'm not positive, but I do like those three fighters. I have a couple other bets. I have a bet on Brendan Allen on the money line. I have also a bet on Julia Stolarenko in here, and I just haven't, you know, I'm not super impressed with Julia Stolarenko, but in a lot of MMA fights, if fight goes to the ground, that girl is very good. It's just, you know, she is good on the ground. And I think Chelsea Chandler is going to give her the opportunity. Her wrestling and her takedown defense is not that great. She's, you know, going to be willing to engage in that, you know, a grappling exchange. She's a lot older. Stolarenko's, well, not older, but 3 years older. I think that Stolarenko has more experience. I think she's going to get this to the ground. I took Stolarenko on the money line for a unit. I may hammer that. I'm not certain of it. I'm still, you know, I don't know if I'm there for another unit on her. rather than do the Trixie here. But Stolarenko by submission, which I think is her, is her win method in her condition. It's not going to be great here, I know it. Her submission is, actually that's not bad. Plus 310, shit. I think she could get it. I think that's worth the chase. I could be wrong. So tell me otherwise, but I'm already on her on the money line for a unit. I might do a quarter unit on the submission, right? Or maybe even more. I might do like $40 on it to win 24 bucks. So I think I'm going to do that. That might be my chase for this bout here, for this matchup. I've already placed some money on her by the submission, and I think I got the same number. I have to look at FanDuel. I've been betting on FanDuel lately, so it's great. I haven't had to go to the casino, but I still like those tickets. But yeah, Stolarenko is my other play on this bout, on this card. I don't believe I had any other already plays that I made. But let's look at some of the other fights still on it. I'm passing on Maxine Grisham and Felipe Lins. I would stay away. Man, do I want to take my boy Alexei Olenek at plus 143. But I know Latifi has good submission defense. I don't think he's lost by submission. And I think that, that Olenek is submission or bust, right? I mean, he's just so good at submissions. I'm surprised. I think he's still in the UFC because he doesn't say no to fights. And neither does Latifi. And I think Latifi's going to have the better wrestling here. But that wrestling could get him into trouble. I mean, like, Olenek has submitted people from bottom, right? Let's see Olenek. I think all of his fights have, 78% of Olenek's fights have been by submission, right? He's been knocked out 71%, but Latifi is not a knockout guy, right? Neither guy has been submitted. Olenek has a stronger strength of schedule. Striking-wise, Olenek's actually more active and a little bit better at 6 strikes compared to 2. In terms of the grappling, it's just Latifi's a good controller, and Olenek's going to be willing to take those be taken down. His takedown accuracy, well, Latifi's takedown accuracy is not fantastic at 35% compared to Olenek's 47%. But Olenek's controlled a little bit more. His takedown defense, Olenek's just horrible, whereas Latifi's 100%. But if Olenek can get the takedown, because he's actually faced more takedowns, Latifi's only faced 7 takedowns. If Olenek could get the takedown here, I think the play here is the over 1.5 at minus 139. I think that's a gimme. If you're feeling some kind of way, I would not take if you're feeling about like the Latifi, I think the over 1.5 is a better play than either of these guys, or Latifi on the money line. Olenek on the money line plus 143. I wouldn't say this. It's a dog or pass. I'm on Olenek. I think that Olenek can win this out. I think it's Olenek by submissions plus 295. Latifi by TKO is plus 180. Latifi by decision is plus 310. Or Olenek by decision is plus 700. I think this can go the distance at plus 180. It's plus money to go the distance. Man, this is a fabulous cigar, guys. Fabulous cigar. Again, the Rocky Patel Edge. No one's in the chat. I think everybody else has gone to other locations. I know that Ranj has got his show going on right now. It's probably other like cappers that people are at. But appreciate you guys coming in, stopping in. Anybody that watches this stuff. But yeah, I think Olenek, maybe it is a little bit of, what do they call it? Not wishful thinking, but just with his experience. I mean, the guy's got so many submissions. I don't think he's gonna. This guy, Latifi has no neck. I don't know how he's gonna get submitted when the guy has no neck, and we know that that Olenek likes that. They should just call it the Olenek submission. But wait, what is it? The submission that he does all the time. I mean, the guy's got like 5 of them of the Zico chokes. The guy's the king of the Zico chokes, along with that other dude from the islands, black guy, not Brunson. Yeah, Brunson. Again, fantastic smoking cigar, guys. We rated this an 8. The beer is perfect. It's not overwhelmingly peach. Got the beer bum. Right, the beer bum. Look at, I got the beer gut. That's what's hurting my surfing, is my beer gut. My arms felt finally good. My shoulders felt really good. A couple days in the water really fucking helped. I just need more of them. You know, I need like straight 5-6 days, maybe fucking a goddamn month again. Like when I used to surf all the time. Because when I wanted to paddle strong, it was there, but it was in spurts. And I did pretty good. So I'm a Olenek. This other fight here, Jesse Ronson and Joaquim Silva, I haven't done any sort of analysis on this. I'm avoiding it. I didn't really do any research on this particular bout. I am familiar with both guys. I sort of like the way Joaquim Silva looked on the scales. The guy looked really ripped. Let's look at some of the stats here. Why Silva is the favorite in this particular bout. I'm not on here at all. You know, it's going to be a tough fight. Jesse Ronson is a tough guy. Jesse Ronson's an older man, slightly longer reach, but not by very much. He's got a slight height advantage, but not by much. He's got more professional experience, but he only has no wins in the UFC. So why he is here at 0-4, and you got to go Joaquim Silva all day, except that you know, both of them have lost every fight they've had in the UFC since 2019. So, you know, 57% of Silva's fights end in distance, whereas 20% on Jesse Ronson. No submission wins for either guy. Knockout losses, Silva, 67% of his losses are by knockout. So, and 25% or a quarter of Ronson's losses have been by submission. So, you know, I think a slightly stronger strength of schedule for Silva, and that's probably why he's the favorite here. He spends more time at distance. The striking is about the same. The accuracy is horrible for Joaquim Silva, and Ronson has better striking accuracy. So I think that this is just a stay away from. They both absorb about the same amount of strikes. They both, the grappling. Silva has better takedown accuracy. It has more submissions, but Ronson also has submissions ability. Ronson's been controlled a little bit more. Takedown defense is slightly better for Silva. This can go either way. I think this is a just stay away bout. I don't feel strongly about either guy by any methodology. I might, it's the over is set at, there is a 1.5 line, over 1.5 at -186. That might be a parlayable in a totals prop. Joaquim. The drool there. Cigar went out on me. I'm going to come back and bring a beer. But yeah, I'm going to stay away from Joaquim Silva and Jesse Ronson. Not going to bet that bout. back. Yeah, I'm going to stay away from that bout. I've already mentioned what my bets are already. You guys already just got them. So, cheers, salud, little fireball. Probably the worst thing to do with the cigar, and especially with this beer. I don't think that shot is going to pair well with this beer, but we're going to see. Again, the Bleacher Bum from the Spiteful Brewing Company. Dope ass packaging. Look at that fat motherfucker. It looks just like me. You guys don't know about no Bleacher Bums. Where you from? Unless you're from Chicago. And you live on the north side. Slobbered a little too much there. Admittedly, the draw was a little hard on this, and I do slobber a lot. Big slobber on the cigars, so don't share a cigar with me because I will slobber on it. I don't smoke joints anymore, so you're not going to see me on that. Are we still live? I think we are. There's nobody's in here, nobody's participating in the chat. That's okay. Julius Polorenko, I already went on that. I think her by sub is going to be a decent prop and on the money line. Sadiq Youssef was supposed to fight the Georgian kickboxer, you know, and now this other guy is coming on short notice. There's no value on Sadiq Youssef. I think Sadiq Youssef could knock this guy out, but him by TKO is minus 141. Just not value there. You know, actually it did pair well. Wow, that tastes really good. But Sadiq Youssef at minus 910, people are still stacking him into their parlays. I don't know why people do that. Don't do that shit, man. No need. Stay away from this bout. Don't even parlay the yes to go the distance at plus 150 or not to go the distance at minus 205. I think Sadiq Youssef could pull off the TKO. Yes, the guy hits hard, super athletic. I think he might have been, you know, he was a favorite, I believe, against the Georgian guy that, what's his name, that he got schooled in his last bout by Calvin Cater, you know, you know, the hype train that he was, and he got derailed. And I think Sadiq might have been a good, might have tested him again. Just a strong guy, lots of power, and I think he could have been a good kickboxer in himself, good athleticness, and you know, had a better grappling upside as well if he decided to use his utilize his grappling. Although Sadiq's background, I believe, is more in Taekwondo and is more of a genuine striker. So Sadiq Youssef for the win here, probably by TKO, but I'm not betting it. Cheers, cheers, fellas. Ooh. That's not bad. That's not bad. And you know, it's not bad. Washing it down with a little peach flavor. The peach is there with the cinnamon. That's a really nice little touch there. Nice flavor, guys. Good beer. The beer is fantastic. Fucking the cigar is fantastic. Who else is left here on this card that we can discuss? Oh yeah. Trevin Jones, Ronnie Barcelos. Man, you know, another dogger pass situation. Trevin Jones is not a pushover. And Ronnie Barcelos, we saw my boy took him, you know, my underdog pick last time he was out. Raoni's got better skills overall, but Trevin Jones is a tough guy. Raoni's wrestling is not fantastic, and I think Trevin Jones is going to push him. Over 1.5 is minus 286. Under 1.5 is plus 205. Not to go the distance is minus 103. Yes, to go the distance is minus 130. So they're not certain what's going to happen here because Trevin Jones, both guys have finish power, but Raoni gas is hard. And if Raoni is not in his top shape, and if he's not in top position, he's got some hands. Raoni could, can make this into a battle, but is he going to be busier than Trevin Jones? Is he going to be able to mix it up? And is he going to push Trevin Jones? And I think Trevin Jones is one of those guys that needs to be grappled. You got to mix in some grappling in there to slow him down. Another athletic guy, Raoni, is 35 years old. And I hate to say it, sometimes these resilient guys, he could be a little older. Trevin Jones has got the reach advantage. They're the same height. Slightly stronger strength of schedule for Raoni Barcelos. He's got the better XR number, the better XR percentage. Trevin Jones, 100% of his wins have been by knockout. He's been submitted 50%, but Barcelos only had like 1 or 2 submission wins. He's slightly better in the UFC, Barcelos. Slightly a lot more active at distance. I mean, he's more accurate. 47% to 37%. Knockdown rate is going to favor slightly with Jones, and the defense on Barcelos is 63 compared to 45. It's the control time. I mean, you gotta control Trevin Jones, and I think that Barcelos can control or be controlled. So neither guy has great takedown accuracy, and Trevin Jones has horrible takedown accuracy at 12%. Barcelos will attempt more takedowns. He's got the stronger takedown defense, but Trevin Jones is at 71% takedown defense. I think this is going to stay on the feet, and it's really anyone's fight. And when it's anyone fight like that, Raoni Barcelos, another person, do not parlay at minus 385. No value there. I think it's a dog or pass situation. Take Trevin Jones on the money line, or just pass on this fight altogether. I think that Barcelos' time may be up. I think that when he gets into a war, when he's not, he's a good hammer but not a good nail, and Trevin Jones could be either. Right, I think Trevin Jones is gonna bring a little more ferocity to this match. He's now plus 200. He was a bigger dog just a moment ago. Somebody must have laid some big money on Trevin Jones in literally a minute, just not even a minute, like a few seconds there. He was Trevin Jones was a plus 245. Now he's plus 200. So somebody put a big bet in on Trevin Jones as we're doing this analysis here, or this. Not really analysis, we're just talking. So I still think Trevin Jones at plus 200 is the side. I like Raoni Barcelos, but I think that he has been exposed, especially if this goes in the latter rounds. And I think Trevin Jones can extend this. This can go into the latter rounds. So let's see the round props. Yeah, round 3 decision is minus 129 for either fighter. Jones round 3 decision is plus 410. Right, I like that compared to Barcelos round 3 decision at plus 102. So if you want to double your money, I think that Jones, because Barcelos is a durable guy, he could take a beating. Right, he is very durable. I don't think Jones is going to knock him out because Barcelos does have a chin. So. I think that this does go the distance, and I'm not going to bet that line. It's Jones for me or nothing. Like him on the money line at plus 200 is fine, or Jones round 3 decision, which is plus 410, right? So I hate to work that prop. I probably will bet Jones. I'm not certain. It might be something that I might live bet. But initially, I'm going to be on the Jones side of this. I think that he could hang in there with Raoni Barcelos, and Barcelos' gas is really hard. I mean, the guy just. Am I still live? Am I still on, guys? Let me see here. What the hell? I mean, the guy just. nice smoke. This is a fantastic everyday cigar, guys. The Rocky Patel Edge, Sumatran wrapper. This is a must. This is a 8.5 right now. Slightly in the middle here. It's more refined. It doesn't have as defined flavors. It's not as rich as I want it to be. But that could be because I'm drinking alcohol. It's dulling some of my palate. So I'm not getting the same flavors as I did before because all the flavors on it were very light. With that being said, this is like a darker cigar that's good for a beginner because it doesn't have a strong spice. It isn't going to be very offensive. It's light in terms of its textures and flavors, and it's not going to overwhelm you in any sense. But all the characteristics are still very defined on it, and I like that. All right, another not to parlay, Randy Brown, Francisco Trinaldo. I love Randy Brown, and I love Francisco Trinaldo. Another dogger pass situation for me. Ronaldo is the old man that I love this old man. Like the dude has no quit in him. Super strong, can go 3 rounds. Like what is it? What does this go to go? I don't think Brown finishes them, man. Over 1.5. That's why over 1.5 minus 278. Over 2.5 minus 159. That's because Trinaldo is a finish or B finish kind of guy. This is going to be another great war, and I think Trinaldo is going to give him all the betting upside is on Trinaldo, right? I hate chasing these dogs like that. Especially against Randy Brown. Randy Brown, rude boy Randy Brown, is a badass, but so is Trinaldo. This is a great fight. People are underestimating Trinaldo in this instance and overvaluing Randy Brown, but Randy Brown is by far the younger guy. I mean, Trinaldo's 44 years old. Randy Brown's going to have a huge height and reach advantage. He's going to be able to fucking move around, keep this guy at bay. Trinaldo isn't fantastic in terms of his wrestling, but Trinaldo has a better XR metrics. He has a better XR number, better XR percentage. He has more knockout wins. He has less submission wins, surprisingly, because Randy Brown's submission game is really good. But he's been knocked out. Half of his losses are by knockout. Each of them have been submitted before. Trinaldo has the stronger strength of schedule, but not by much. They're pretty much equal here. I think that Brown has a slight striking advantage because he's so long. He's got less knockdowns. Trinaldo is a dog in this instance. He's the dog. Trinaldo. If you look at in the dictionary or the MMA lab dictionary of dogs, Trinaldo is that. He's gonna fight for your money. He is a dog. He could clinch. He could control people. He's got good takedowns. He's got better takedown accuracy than Randy Brown. He's attempted more submissions. This is a dangerous fight for Randy Brown. Trinaldo's faced more takedowns, and the takedown defense is only 71% for Randy Brown. Man, it's hard to bet against Randy Brown because the guy is skilled, and his foot, when he kicks you, and he could kick you really good, and Trinaldo's grab isn't fantastic. He could end up kicking Trinaldo to death and slow him down. But I don't think Trinaldo's going to get finished. I don't know why Randy Brown is minus 335. I think everybody's hammering him on on their parlays. And Brown by decision is only plus 135, and that's why. I think that's what his likely win is. Him by TKO is plus 295, by submissions plus 550. Whereas Trinaldo by a TKO is plus 900, him by decision is plus 510. I think Trinaldo on the money line or nothing. It's a dog or pass situation for me. I may do another sympathy bet on Trinaldo. I may not. I don't think that we're there yet, but I might do that sympathy bet. I like Trinaldo. I'm not going to live bet it right away. I mentioned already that I'm on Mackenzie Dern versus Xiao Jinan. Mackenzie's been working on her striking big time. And hopefully that striking, and we saw last time against Marina, like her striking wasn't horrible. She just didn't do as well. But Marina is a better striker than Xiao Xinan, right? Marina Rodriguez is, and Mackenzie held in there. Like she tried to get that takedown, and when she did, she wasn't able to do anything because Marina has excellent get-up game. We haven't seen Xiao Shinan's get-up game, and I think hopefully that Mackenzie Dern is worked on it, and Mackenzie Dern's number is just increasing again and again. I parlayed her already in and put her in a parlay. I think the submission line at -110, is it still that, or is it even money now? Let's see what it is right now, guys. Method. Yeah, -110 still. I don't think that Xiao Xinan is going to have the same scrambling ability and get up ability as Marina Rodriguez. And Dern had Marina in some vulnerable positions at a lot of times, and I don't think Xiao Xinan is going to have that submission defense. So I'm leaning on Mackenzie Dern by submission, and I parlayed her with a couple people. I also future parlayed her. I parlayed her with Manon Fiort for a full unit at even. Parlayed Mackenzie Dern because I like that. I also parlayed her with another underdog on this card, another submission specialist, Julia Stolarenko. But I got her at plus money, right? Stolarenko was plus money at one point, and that number comes to plus 152. I think it doesn't matter what I have it at, like 180 at a unit, so I parlayed that as well. I'm gonna put another 3 units or 4 units on this bout so that I can get, try to win. I'm either gonna lose big or win big. This card, like I always do. Actually, no, I don't always do. I always like in that lose $40, win $40 after all the bets that I make, and that's after a lot of bets. So we're gonna see how that goes. But that's what I'm gonna do, guys. Those are my plays. My plays are, let's just review very quickly. On the money line, I have Brendan Allen on the money line for a unit. So I'm considering John Castaneda at -186 for 2 units. I am considering Guido Canetti by TKO. I'm considering another possible bet. I'm considering Alexei Olenek here because the year Latifi's striking is not fantastic, and Olenek might be a better striker, but he doesn't like going 3. He gets slows down, so not a big fan of that bout. I'm staying away from Silva Ronson. I'm on Stolarenko on the money line already when she was plus money. I still would be on her at -125, and everybody else is too right now. Her submission lines is plus 320, I believe it was. Stick to her. I'm not betting Sadiq Youssef, but I think he wins this outright. I think Trevin Jones is a live dog here. I've yet to bet it. I wish I would have hit that plus 240 or plus when we were just starting. He was plus 240 when we started this stream, if not when I was talking about him. Somebody put a big bet in on Trevin Jones. Avoid some of these favorites. Avoid Raoni Barcelo's parlay. Avoid Randy Brown in the parlay. Don't put Sadiq Youssef. There's no value in there. Joaquim Silva, you could cover that. Mike Davis and Borislav. I think Mike Davis is a parlayable piece here. Randy Costa at the -315. I don't know what you people are doing. Rounds. Somebody's going down in that fight for sure. I think it's going to end within distance. John Castaneda is still a good parlay piece. I'm strongly on John Castaneda after watching that fight with Miles Johns, who's a beast. He's a beast, and he held in there with him really well. Brendan Allen, his number, I had it at a better number. I think if he decides to try to get a submission, mix this up, even though Jocko might have the slight striking advantage, I think that Brendan Allen has better MMA skills. Let's see how it goes. And Mackenzie, I'm not going to bet it. I'm thinking of Francisco Trinaldo, but Randy Brown is a badass. The guy mixes it up really well. I'm not going to parlay him. He's not going to finish Trinaldo, so there isn't a bet for me there. I can't parlay him, and I'm not going to prop Randy Brown out, knocking him out, or even Randy Brown by decision. So in that bout, I like, you know, man, even the time props, I'm not into it. I'm going to avoid it. So those are the bets, guys, you know, or my winners, you know, in terms of the betting winners that I've already placed. Dern, I placed a bet on Stolarenko and Stolarenko by sub. Davis and Castaneda and Brendan Allen. And those are my bets for this bout, guys. Thank you very much. Didn't have a lot of participation in the chat, but that doesn't matter. As always, guys, if you've made it this far, you are a bout better. Have a great evening. Have a good betting weekend. Good luck on everything that you do in life as well as in the gambling. And we will see you on the other side. So thank you very much, guys. Closing the stream. Remember, if you've made it this far, you are a bout better. Nice. 9 Club. 9 Club, guys. This is in the 9 Club. This cigar is joined the 9 Club. Very subtle. Some of the oils are starting to come out. Soft, fragrant. And a lot of those $10, $11 cigars that I've reviewed. Like, this is in the 9 Club. Highly recommend. Very soft peach flavor, not a bad beer at all, not overwhelming. I like the still hoppy finish, but nothing fantastic. I'm going to give it a 7.5. That's not to be said. It's got great effervescence to it, incredible effervescence, in fact, when I do this. Not bad at all. Very good, light beer, not strong and hoppy. Pairs with a lot of different things. This kind of beer you like mix into your little margarita. You mix it with a little alcohol, or you mix this beer into something, because it's got great effervescence. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks, guys.